How was it down in Florida, man? What was it like to get your feet wet in pro ball?
It was fun. It was definitely an interesting environment for sure. Getting used to, obviously, guys from not even this state or in this country even. But it was definitely a culture shock a little bit. But I enjoyed every minute of it. To be honest, it's a grind, and I told everyone that it's a grind. But I loved every minute of it, and meeting all those guys from different places and getting my feet wet, like you said. It was awesome.
There's a lot they're throwing at you at once. Probably you kind of try to keep it all together and sort it all out as you go.
Yeah, basically, kind of just the lot thrown at you, and you kind of just got to deal with it as it's thrown. Try to just take on one thing at a time. That's the way I kind of looked at it, and be where you are at that moment. Don't look 5 steps ahead. Just be where you are at that moment.
You had the experience of being at the ballpark when you were with Colton after you signed. What was that game day experience like, being up in the suite and getting to see the fans of Baltimore?
It was honestly one of the best days of my life. Like, that was so fun to get to do that, especially with him. Like, me and him have grown so close over the last month, even before that a little bit when we signed originally. We met then. It was crazy because, like, we had just got down to Florida right after we signed, and we were starting to work out, and they're like, hey, can you come back up? And we're like, can't say no. Like, this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing, and we honestly had a blast. Like, it was so fun the whole day. It was awesome.
Did you get to you mentioned getting to know Colton a lot. What have you found in common with each other so far?
We watch a lot of movies, which works out perfect. We'll probably watch a movie after tonight's game, but that's me and him have been roommates since day one, since we got to Sarasota, and we're roommates here. And me and him are always together doing something, but which that really helps. And he's a really good dude. I'm glad I got to know him because we're trying to just help each other out through all this. Like, this is new for both of us, and trying to handle it as it's come.
Yeah, I mean, you obviously play different defensive positions, but have you been able to learn things from each other on the field in terms of hitting or anything like that?
Just how he goes about his business. I think we kind of have a very similar way about how we go. Like, we each have our own plan and what we want to do, and we're not the home run guys, or we don't look to be, but it just kind of happens based off whatever pitch is thrown in the game and just a good swing put on a ball. But, like, if you watch him or myself and how we go about our day, that's not what we focus on. It's not pretty at all, and he'd be the first one to tell you that it's not pretty. But I think we both learned a lot from each other so far, and it's only been a month, so we'll see what happens in the next few years together, if hopefully longer.
How did you find the pitching in Florida? What were you seeing there?
It's exactly kind of what you think it is. A lot of fastballs, a lot of heat, a lot of high velocity guys. Not a lot of command, but you kind of just got to get used to it. Like, not everyone's gonna have Max Scherzer type stuff, but you got to get used to it, and that's what I think that helped us a lot, because it's a big jump from even college to here. Like, it's a huge jump, and now that we got some games down there under our belt, we come up here and we kind of we feel good and feel like we can take it on.
Early on, when a player's just drafted, oftentimes teams, they go let them play. They want to see the talent that they drafted, before they do any tinkering or tweaking. Is that where you're at? Have the Orioles talked to you about some things for the future yet?
A little bit. You kind of learn based on how your day goes. Like, oh, maybe I need to work on this in the off season. But it's like you said. It's kind of go play, and we'll figure it out later. Like, this is their first time really. Like, we've only been a month into the organization, so it's kind of just we kind of got to see everything to be able to tell you what you need to work on. But every player kind of knows what they need to work on. Like myself, even Colton. Like, everybody knows what they need to work on in the off season, and but it's not like they just specifically tell you like that right away. You kind of know internally.
What would be a good first season for you? Do you have any numbers goals or personal goals or anything that would, that just first kind of get your feet wet season?
I don't have any goals. I mean, I know a playoff run would be nice. Winning is very important to me, and that's really all I care about. And I just want to contribute any way I can. That would be the only goal I have, and just getting used to this life. Like, it's very new. College life it's hard, but it's nothing like this in a sense. It's different. Like, you don't have class to worry about and all that different type of stuff. But it's kind of just the biggest thing is getting my feet wet and for like if I have any goals, it's to make this playoff run.
Probably a bigger transition than most people would think that you're making right now.
Absolutely, it's bigger than I thought it would be. But like I've told everyone, I've enjoyed every minute of it, and it's definitely a grind doing this every single day. But you look at it, it's like, all right, well, this is my job now. But I love it. This is all I've wanted to do my entire life, and I can't see myself doing anything else.
When you say bigger than even I thought, have there been some things that surprised you about pro ball?
I think everything's kind of surprising because you can kind of you try to expect one thing and that thing doesn't happen. And I have buddies in pro ball just like a lot of guys do, and we talk to them when we get drafted and before and after and everything like that, and they kind of they tell you what to expect in a sense, and every organization's different, every team's different, so you really don't know until you do it. And I think that's like anything in life, you really don't know what it is until you actually do it, and that's what this has been pretty much.
That can be exciting too.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's been exciting. Every day is a new challenge, a new adventure, a new step, I guess, in the right direction, and it's awesome. I love it.
You've only been in the organization a few weeks, but the organization got ranked number 2 by Baseball America yesterday. Is that already a source of pride even for the new guys?
I mean, the talent down in Florida, even we have guys down there still, and it's just like, wow, these guys could be up here right now, or even higher. Like, there's a lot of good players down there, and there's a lot of good players here in every level. And I knew coming in, talking with some guys that were already with the organization, and they had said that they were excited about where this organization is going. And from talking to all the guys in the front office and everyone down in Florida, that's exactly where it's going. It's going in a really good spot and a really positive direction, and I'm excited to be a part of this.